Good evening, folks. It's a nice, clear, bright Tuesday evening, November 8th, 2022. A little nervous on these things, sorry. I managed to come down here to the boat this evening for a little while because I wanted to repair my pressure washer. The last time I used it, which was on Sunday, I got as wet as the boat because the O-ring at the handle had gone. It was old, leaked, and I got sprayed all over the place with it and went home soggy wet. Well, I have the opportunity to, while it's warm enough and clear enough and not raining, I'll take you on a quick little tour of the exterior of her. Up here at the bow, I installed a spotlight a few years back. It's sitting on a wood platform that I'll have to replace. Kind of set it up there temporarily. I don't know if I'm going to want it up there or like it up there. Time will tell. If I don't like it, I could always take it out, move it somewhere else, fill the holes in where the stands are, and just repaint or gel coat where it's sitting. Underneath of that is the anchor windlass. The boat never had an anchor windlass. For those who may not know, an anchor windlass is what lowers the anchor and raises the anchor. I've got some photos on when I made it and a photo of it in operation. I may add that to this as I'm going along here. Behind the anchor windlass is the old hatch. This I'm going to replace. I've already got a wooden one built. I just need to get it finished. But this one has a lot of stress cracks. It wasn't very thick. It may not come up on camera very well, but there's these stress cracks all the way around it. It's real thin. Underneath here, it's not. Yeah, it's dirty. But underneath here, that sill area where it meets up here, this doesn't meet up tight against the underside, so it was always leaking and always letting air in and out. So the new one I'm making will have a whole new frame that'll make it weather tight in the future. Also up front here on the deck, right down there, is a water outlet for washing down the anchor or washing down the foredeck here. Boat never had that as well, and I added that as a nice little add. Behind it is where the anchor will normally sit. Those fasteners those fittings are almost 50 years old. Can't clean them, so all I'll do is I'll go ahead. I've already got new ones, so I'll replace them in good time. Well, everything, all the bright work up here except for that stand is going to end up getting either polished out or replaced, just to sprucing it up, brighten it up a bit. Coming around here, we have the front of the main cabin as well as the upper deck. My grandfather put that air conditioner in, and I've kept it covered. I've had to replace the covers, actually make my own covers for both it and the anchor windlass. And both of them they used to be tan, but now they're off color because of all the UV. So they've been on there quite a few years. I'm going to take them off. Plan for up here, all that discoloring is just wear and tear from over the years. That's all going to get recovered with what they call non-skid. It's paintable, it's textured. I have it on the back deck, but I don't really like the way it turned out. I'll mention it later on. Coming down the port side here, you got a pump out fitting for the head, or the toilet, if you will. You're not allowed to dump any human waste overboard. Well, not allowed to dump any trash overboard anymore, so this is the fitting that they use to pump the toilets out. The windows you see here, as with all the windows on board, are new. I got to reinstall them. I think I installed them not improperly, but not in the best manner. Port side light, all the bright work and all the lights are going to get replaced as I go through here. This is one of 4 freshwater fills. The boat originally came with just the one, which is back there on the wood base. But what I did was redo the entire plumbing system, which I'll cover later, so that I can have 4 infills. This one and its opposite on the other side, on the starboard side, go right down into the plumbing system, so I can use the water right off the dock through a filter and not have to use the onboard pump. This one and its opposite number go to the freshwater tank, which is brand new. The old one was just completely rotted and had growth on the inside and was leaking, so I couldn't even use it, even if I wanted to. So these two go down to the tank, and then when the tank comes out, goes through a filter, and then goes to the pump. Coming back a little further aft, these are the 2 diesel inlets for the fuel going into the port and starboard tanks. Never had a problem with them. Not going to mess with them at all. They've lost all their chrome, nice bright shininess over time. But I have no intention or desire to change them out unless absolutely necessary. Continuing down the port side to where the back deck is. Right, what you see right there is a vent for the engine compartment. There's a fan beneath it, one on each side actually, that'll suck out hot air and take it out of the engine compartment. Those were originally used for when the boat, if it had gasoline engines, you have to vent your spaces to make sure that all the gasoline fumes are out before you start your engines. With diesel, you don't have to do that. But I installed new fans anyway, because the back deck does get hot with the engines on a summer day, and this is just one way to remove some of that heat, as well as insulate the hatches. Back deck, as I mentioned before, the 3 hatches, they have been re-cored, which means the plywood that was in them has been taken out, new plywood put in, and all sealed back up, because the ones were, these originally had some bad corners on them and were leaking water into the plywood core, which was rotting it. So I had that done a number of years ago. I mentioned earlier about the non-skid on the deck here. It's really coarse, like real coarse sandpaper, and that would not do very well on the feet. One of my sources knows of a better, or recommends a much better treatment for non-skid that is not as abrasive. Alright, coming up on the upper deck, you see where the dash is, where the original dash is, and all the mechanisms for handling the helm up here. This hull had the gear shifts to go forward, neutral, and aft. Up there was for the trim tabs on the rear, which I'll get to another time. All the port engine instrumentation, all the starboard engine instrumentation, and the throttles for both engines. And in the center here is where the steering wheel, the old steering wheel that you can see, that's where it was mounted. There was a cover for it, but that cover just over the years just gave out. So I have what I'm going to do for this whole dash up here. I have some beautiful mahogany back at the house, so I'm going to make a template so that the mahogany will cover over. Will cover over this whole area, come up alongside of the dash, come across the dash, down on the back end, and continue all the way across. And I'll make a cover for it, but also make sure it's got tons of varnish on it. Looking back along the whole length of the back deck, again, ignore all the PVC piping. That's where the big tarp is going to go on here, probably over this weekend. As is, you can see in the back there, the PVC pipe going down over top of the rear deck. The blue tape is covering holes where the old back-to-back chairs sat. They were rotted, the back-to-back seating was rotted, and they were kind of small. So I got some thick plastic material that won't rot, won't what have you, and made them a little bit bigger, so those holes won't even work for the new seats. So I got them covered up for right now. They'll get covered by the tarp as well. But what I plan on doing when I know it's warm enough and I have the materials, I'm going to plug those holes with some thickened epoxy, and then I'll drill new holes and take it from there. The bricks are just sitting on top where they were out of the way when I was pressure washing. When I put the tarp down, this tarp down this evening, they'll just hold it in place so the wind doesn't blow it away. Coming across here, you see I've done work in the past, cleaning everything up, sanding it down, and I put a primer white on there. I got to finish that someday when it's warm enough, next spring. The cosmetic stuff I'm not as worried about as far as the rest of the getting the systems up and running first, especially the electrical. On this side, I started with it, got most of the sanding done, but did not get a chance to finish the priming. One thing I want to do, I'll come over here to make it easier to see, all that woodwork, which I think is mahogany or teak, I'm going to take one pair down at a time, one from the port side here and one from the starboard side. The undersides of them have some rot on them or some discoloration, so I'm going to take them all down and clean them all up real good, and then use epoxy to seal them and then put them back into play. Same goes for that piece of wood up there. That's just plywood that's underneath all that stuff. It just fills the space and supports the front area here. That's completely shut. I'm going to replace that either with more plywood that's been sealed with epoxy so that the water will not rot, not be soaked in and rot everything. The black cables there that you see are for the engine controls and the transmission controls. They're new. I put them in a few years ago, and I'll finish that when I get the rest of the controls up on there. And the white cable is for that spotlight I mentioned. It's going to have, the spotlight will have controls both here on the upper deck and the lower deck. Staying with the upper deck for a few more minutes here. There used to be, my grandfather had made a couch that sat along this side. That should be a better shot. There we go. He had made a couch that sat along the starboard side here. I'm going to do the same thing. And then in the very back where I was talking, I think I mentioned before about changing, or I may have mentioned before about changing from electric to a propane stove, I'll make the container back here to house the propane tanks. And then all the propane piping will go right down back in that corner, and then go under the main deck down below, and then over to where the galley is, which is downstairs in this area. Other future plans that I have for this back deck is to put an opening in here, actually opening right here, that'll swing in or swing out. I guess swing in is a better option, so I can put a swim platform on the back. She never had one. We always used to have to climb over here, and then there was a ladder on the back side, and we could climb up and down the ladder. But for folks who have bad knees, bad hips, that would not work. So I'll go ahead and open this area up, make changes to all the railing as necessary, have a door out to a swim platform, and then from there we can go on out and swim around or use the dinghy. That's about it for this guy right now. I got to get this tarp back up here and or get this tarp up here and get everything sealed up and head on home. Until next time, talk to you later. Bye-bye.